Uju, Kinamagi and Ireland edition of Cuss, and welcome to this production of Support Coach Television. Today's episode from Support Coach, The American Flag, a long, colorful history. First read. We'll begin today's lesson talking about homographs. Homographs are words that have the same spelling but different meanings. Homographs can differ in pronunciation depending on which syllable is stressed or whether the word is used as a verb, a noun, or an adjective. Using context clues can help you determine the meaning and therefore the pronunciation of a homograph. Read the sentence and the definitions of the homograph below it. The major paid $405.90, a lot of money at the time. Is it major, an adjective of great importance, or major, a noun, a military title? If we look in the text, we notice that we're referring to a military officer, so it has to be B. If it was before like a major amount of money, then it would be the adjective form. So we have some, and we'll kind of peek into how this would be done. We have uniform and uniform. It could be a noun, an outfit worn to identify a group, or an adjective, all the same. So let's look at 158. Let's scroll to it here. Unlike today, there was no uniform pattern among the flags. And so you can use that, all the same pattern. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, we have record and record. Now, these two are different. Record is an official account. Record is to write down or make note of something. And that was on 159. Records indicate that the first flag designer could be a New Jersey congressman. So and it's an official account because it came from the Continental Congress. We have conflict and conflict. Conflict is a battle or struggle, and conflict is to disagree with, and that's on page 160. In the conflict known as the War of 1812. So that's a battle. That was a war. It was really 1812 to 1814. And the last one, we have bow or bow, the front of a boat or ship, or to bend low as a sign of respect, and that's on 162. Stood watching from the bow of a nearby ship. So that's definitely from the front of the boat or ship. This week's skill is main idea and details for the first read. The main idea is the most important thing an author wants readers to know. The main idea is usually stated early in a nonfiction text, often in the first paragraph. The paragraphs that follow contain supporting details, which explain the main idea. The last paragraph is often the conclusion of the text. In it, the author restates the main idea and sums up the supporting details provided in the other paragraphs. An individual paragraph within a larger text can have its own main idea as well. The main idea is often stated in the first or second sentence. The other sentences in the paragraph contain details that support the main idea. Recognizing the main idea and supporting details will help you understand how the events or ideas in a text fit together. Let's try it by reading this paragraph. Did you know the inventor of the television was a 15-year-old Idaho farm boy? In 1922, Philo Farnsworth got an idea that would later change the world. While tilling a potato field, completing row after row, Farnsworth suddenly had an inspiration. He saw a way that lines of electronic data, like the rows in a potato field, could be transmitted and projected on a screen. As a top-notch science student, Farnsworth began working on his idea immediately. He spent many years and suffered great difficulties getting his invention off the ground. Today, Philo Farnsworth's invention is something few people could do without. What is the main idea? And then let's go supports. So let's use a color for the main idea. Let's go yellow. How about the main idea is the inventor of the television was a 15-year-old farm boy. Farnsworth had an inspiration. He saw ways of line like octanodrails that could be transmitted and projected on a screen. He was a top-notch science student. Spent many years and suffered great difficulties. Today, it's something few people could do without. So we have a lot of things that support that the inventor of a television was a 15-year-old Idaho farm boy. All right, so let's go ahead and clear here. In today's reading of the American flag, a long and colorful history, you'll be focused on the orange box questions. You can complete the worksheet, page 279, or the accompanying Google form found within the Google Classroom. I hope you all have a Minogijigad. Minwa Bama P.